We're joined today by Dan Bossi with Ag Resource Company. Dan, as we look at kind of overall global trade, obviously the situation between Ukraine and Russia has really taken a shot at global wheat exports, but a lot of folks were expecting India to step in here. Where does that stand today?
Well, India was a very big part of the equation. We thought they would step in because of high prices now to maybe export as much as 10 million tons of wheat in the upcoming crop year, 22-23. But all of a sudden, we've seen some very dramatic weather, record heat across Pakistan, record heat across India. Now, of course, an Indian wheat crop that USDA was forecasting at about 109. We're now looking, and that comes from the attaché, is now probably under 100. If we get a wheat crop there that goes much lower, India will be forced to basically ban exports because it needs all the wheat itself. And then I'm left with the EU and the US as being the primary exporters until our Canadian friends come along with their harvest and export availability probably in about October, November.
As we look at the situation here at home, we've got plenty of challenges for the wheat crop here at home to get to harvest as well.
Well, absolutely. And if you're a world wheat importer or a buyer or a miller, it's been very difficult in the world market to begin with. You leak some wheat out of Russia, nothing's happening in Ukraine. Those two areas start to export about 8 or 9 million metric tons of wheat as we get into the months of July, August, and September. That's their harvest. This is when the noose really tightens around the world wheat market in terms of, can the EU export 12 million metric tons a month? Can the US step in and help with its crop? Uncertain at this point, but boy, we really needed that Indian crop. And then its neighbor, of course, Pakistan, if it has a shortfall, you may see, of course, then become a significant importer of 4 to 6 million tons, important in its own right.
Real quick, Dan, is this different? Are we in different times for the global wheat market right now?
There is no doubt we are in different times, not only in global wheat, but also global corn and global soybeans. We just cannot lose a metric ton or lose a bushel. There is no slippage. And it only takes one major weather problem somewhere of a major producer, and we are going to have what some of the people would call a food crisis. So, the markets or Chicago is going to be extremely volatile, but I don't think you'll sustain any kind of downside until we get beyond the pollination dates or potting dates here in the United States.
All right, Dan, sure appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back with more Ag Day coming up in just